Hey, and welcome back for some more Blindfold Chess. This is episode 15, and as the name suggests, I play a 20 plus 7 rapid game of chess, and I can't see the pieces. My opponent can. Playing in the normal rated pools with a special account for blindfold only. And I'm also using Zen mode, so I can't see any sort of move history or move notation, and I have to keep track of the game in my mind. It's all being done in an attempt to improve my visualization and thusly, hopefully, improve my chess overall. Specifically, like blunders and hanging pieces. I've had some major issues with that, and I'm trying some new avenues to improve on that. Nothing has seemed to work. Blunder checks and all this sort of stuff. I understand the concept of them, I perform them, but I just seem to still let it escape me. And I lose track of pieces and what things are doing and their roles. And I think all this visualization training is going to help my chess overall. So this next game was quite interesting. My opponent, as per most of my opponents lately, was blitzing out all their moves, playing a 20 plus 7 like a 3 plus 2 or even a bullet. Crazy, used almost no time. It turned into it kind of transposed into a sort of caro kann type structure, which I'm very comfortable in. And yeah, I think my opponent's blitzy nature ended up biting him in the butt a little bit. You'll see what I mean. Yeah, it was a pretty good game, and let me know what you think. I'm trying some new things also with the layout and the colors. I use an extension called Prettier Lichess. It's quite awesome. You can make your whole custom colors for the entire site and board. And I'm trying to play around with some different colors. And I also changed the layout a bit. I wanted to make the overlay board that I put in post production where you can see the pieces. I wanted to make it a little bigger. So I played around with the layout a bit, changed some colors. Let me know what you think. Now it's time to jump into the game. Let's go. Okay, we have a game, and we are the black pieces this time. My opponent has played d4, so knight f6. Confirm. I'm making sure Zen mode's on. Okay, my opponent played d5. I guess we'll try to get into a Benoni. Let's play c5, see what happens. c5. Confirm. Weird. Okay. Knight c6. Confirm. As per usual, my opponents at this rating range will blitz out every move in a 20 plus 7 and gain a major time advantage. So he wants to pin my knight. That's fine. Let's take the center with d5. d5. Confirm. And now it's almost like we've transposed to some sort of caro kann type structure. I think I'm going to get my bishop outside the pawn chain and close it with e6. So let's play... Yeah, let's play bishop g4. Bishop g4. Confirm. I just got off... I just worked 2 12-hour graveyard shifts in a row, and I'm headed to my third. Just woke up, so I have a bit of a night shift hangover. It showed itself just a few minutes ago. I tried to record a game, thought I was recording, bombed horribly in the opening, resigned, and then realized I wasn't even recording. So this is attempt number 2. If it goes terribly, well, we're just going to chalk it up to my brain not working properly today, which is most days, but okay, so this is very caro kann-ish. I have a pawn here, no c pawn now. He has no d pawn. I have my knight here, and he's pinned it. I've pinned his knight, and it's time to close up the pawn chain. e6. Confirm. Yeah, I'm trying a bit of a new layout, some different colors. Just changing things up a little, see how it looks. Let me know what you think. I don't like the previous move indicator. It's kind of difficult to see what's happened. So obviously this is castles, I'm assuming. I gotta change that, I think. So he castled. Now my dark square bishop needs to come out. It is better on this square, for sure. This is my pawn structure. This bishop is better here, but he might throw this bishop here. Oh, he might throw this bishop here, and that gets a little annoying. So we'll just play it a little more safer. It's a little passive. We'll play bishop e7. Bishop e7. No. Bishop e7. The voice input sucks sometimes. Confirm. My opponent has more time than he started with. Yeah, just blitzing out moves. So, in the exchange caro kann, which this really isn't equivalent to it, the difference now is there's still the e4 pawn. But I think you take. We're going to take. Bishop takes f3. Bishop takes f3. Confirm. So his pawn structure looks like this. So I got rid of my light square bishop. I can castle now, which I think we'll just go ahead and do. Then he took, so we'll play b takes c6. Confirm. My opponent is playing this 20+7 rapid like a 3+2 blitz. Good for him or her. The other knight comes out. Okay, so we have a beautiful pawn structure. We have got rid of our light square bishop. We've gotten rid of his knight on f3. I have to remember that. His queen sits there. We have a knight here, a bishop here. I guess I have to get this other knight. Oh no, sorry, that knight just got traded off. So we have a knight and a bishop gone for a bishop and a knight. Okay. So his two minor pieces. He still has a bishop here, and he has a knight here. That's it. I think it's a no-brainer. There's no pawn that's going to trade off. I could push c5, but he still might push e4. So I think we'll put our rook on the open file. Rook a b8. Confirm. Okay, so my opponent's pawn structure looks like this. Should we play c5 or should we... I don't know what we should really do here. c5, I mean, after e4, it'd be nice to take back with the c-pawn. So I think his knight is undefended, right? Maybe we should just connect the rooks, get the queen off this diagonal. This knight might want to come here. It can't. I have a pawn. I kind of like the queen being able to come out here, though. So what if... we'll play queen a5, maybe. Queen a5. Confirm. We're attacking the knight. But he's probably going to develop the bishop. Blitz that out here pretty quick. I hope he goes here, though, because if he does, then I'm going to move this bishop here. Okay, so he moved the knight away. This is his pawn structure. Yeah, I guess that's a really nice square for the knight. So now c5 makes a little more sense. c5. Confirm. And since the knight left, I can always think about hopping in here now. Okay, opponent put a rook here. We could think about moving the knight here, moving the bishop, moving the bishop out here. There's nothing to oppose it. And my knight could always come here. So let's play knight e4. This is his pawn structure, right? Let's play knight e4. Knight e4. Confirm. It's very suspicious how quickly these players are playing. It's crazy to me. And now I'm thinking about putting a bishop here. And that would weaken this pawn. It's a thought. Opponent's actually thinking for the first time this game. As we slowly climb closer and closer to where my provisional rating on this new Blindfold account will rest, it's getting a little more challenging. But it's just crazy. It's like a common theme. These players at this rating level literally blitz out 20 moves. And I've been into, you know, the move 40 or 50 and they still have 13 minutes on the clock and I have like 2. But it's like this whole game, this is the first time he stopped and used time. He's had more time than he started with the entire game basically. And that just blows my mind. Okay, the knight rerouted doesn't yeah, he doesn't like it there, so I think we'll take. So this is his pawn structure. Oh, sorry. I think we're going to take and play takes, bishop f6, attacking the rook, because this is his pawn structure. So the rook has to move. And then I get the a2 pawn. Knight takes g3. Knight takes g3. Confirm. Plus my bishop f6. Confirm. I have to watch out. His queen is here, though. And this is my pawn structure. My queen is here. My rook is here. My other rook is here. The queen could technically infiltrate. So if I take on a2, yeah, let's do it. Queen takes a2. Confirm. Now I'm threatening this pawn. Yeah, he connected his rook, so now queen takes a2. Then I'll be threatening his bishop. Queen takes c2. Confirm. Doesn't this just hang the bishop? No. But it did hang my c pawn. Damn it. Yeah, I forgot he had a rook here. Okay, so my queen... Yeah, he's going to win this. That's okay. I won 2 pawns, he wins 1. Well, now I can win this pawn. So I win 3 pawns, he wins 1. No, he can't win the pawn because then his rook is under attack. So yeah, we'll play queen takes b3. Queen takes b3. Confirm. Queen a4. No, let's think about this. Okay, so I've won all 3 of these pawns. I could go here, now threatening my rook is exposed. But his queen eyes that up. Ooh, I didn't think about that. Wait a minute. Ooh, I didn't think about that. My rook is under attack. We could counterattack. No, we can't. Oh my god, this is bad. His queen is eyeing this up. Oh no. My night shift brain just can't play chess. I think we have to go there because after takes, we can take with check. Well, wait a minute. This is bad. This is so bad. So bad. Okay. If queen goes here and he takes, and I take with check, then I have time to give some luft. Yeah. Queen a4. Confirm. Queen takes d1. Confirm. So he just skewered. Okay, so my queen is here. I'm also threatening the bishop, mind you, right now. His rook is here, my rook is here, my king is here. I could simply just play this. Now when he takes, I go here, my bishop is here protecting, and then I'm threatening his bishop. Oh yeah, I think this is the way to go. We play g6. g6. Confirm. King takes f8. Confirm. King g7. Confirm. His bishop is under attack. So he's got a queen there. Just blitzing out moves. This pawn can be hanging. This is his pawn structure. Okay, so my opponent has a queen and a bishop here. I have a queen and a bishop here. This is my pawn structure. My opponent's pawn structure. You know, the king went here, right? Let's threaten some bad stuff. We're gonna threaten the bishop and a fork on the king and the queen. Let's play queen a1. Queen a1. Confirm. This is a major threat right now. Yeah, he took. I didn't even think about that. Fuck. Okay. Bishop e5 check. This is my pawn structure right now.
Bishop e5 check. This is my opponent's pawn structure right now. He blocks. But then I go here threatening this pawn. No, then I go back here. Okay. Let's play bishop e5 check. Bishop e5. Confirm. Okay, so my opponent's pawn structure looks like this. But now he just weakened himself pretty decently. We'll go back to f6. Bishop f6. I didn't even consider that move. Confirm. If this queen takes here, I'm pretty sure I could play this. Oh, he did it. So he's got a bishop here and a queen here. Can't I go here? No, because then it gives him a discovered check on my queen. So we could trade bishops simply by going here. Then when he takes with check, I take back, threatening this pawn, which his queen is protecting, but it's okay. Let's play bishop c3. Bishop c3. Confirm. I'm going to stop using voice input since my opponent is on a blitz fiend here, and I'm so low on time, so it's going to be using the mouse from now on. His only move is to take. Now I'm threatening this. This is my opponent's pawn structure, but his queen is protecting it, but I'm going to eventually trade queens here. That's the goal, and go into an endgame. Okay, so my opponent's pawn structure looks like this. So I'd like to make a passer or trade queens. So I don't know how we're going to do that, but let's play the king is here. No, the king is here. I always forget about that. The king is here, his pawn is there, there, here, and there. What, the queen just went there. Did she not hang this pawn? Oh, she checked me. So this is my pawn structure right now. Yeah, that's annoying. My opponent has a perpetual check. Okay, we're gonna go here. Oh, let's just wait. I have a pawn structure like this. My opponent just checked me. If I go here, now my opponent can come down here? Yeah, whatever. Okay, this is my pawn structure, right? Can't I just go here? I don't know what to do. My opponent is just blitzing out moves like a madman. Let's try to go for a queen trade. Did he just hang his queen? Oh my god, he just hung his queen. Thank goodness. My opponent just rage quit. Your opponent left the game. Oh, that's gotta hurt. That's gotta hurt. That's victory. Look at the time difference. I just don't understand how these people are playing like that. Let's take off Zen mode. Well, first let's burn through a little recap of the game there. It's crazy. Okay. My opponent used almost no time. Yeah, this was nice. Just gobble pawns, but I think grabbing this pawn was greedy, so this was a very tough moment of the game. But I found a resource to defend. And then this was my first bonehead moment. I thought I was being sneaky with coordinating with this. But this defends everything and nails a pawn. So I went for the check. This was bonehead moment number 2. I thought he was going to block with this. I didn't suspect this. I should have at least considered it. And I didn't. So then I went back, he nabbed the pawn, and then, yeah, I almost made the bonehead maneuver of going there, which would have been terrible. But yeah, then we trade, because I'm better here, I think. I think here, time trouble, I mean, I had 2 or 3 minutes. We're now in a legitimate blitz game for me, while my opponent has 17 minutes on the clock. But I think the move here for me should have been this, to go after this. And I thought about it later. He could defend with his king, but then I can play this and then get on the light squares, and it gets bad for him. But then I really wanted a queen trade, and yeah, I went there. I went for a queen trade, and my opponent blitzed out this move, and this should be a lesson to my opponent to use your time. I'm offering a queen trade, and you just already have in your mind, I'm going to blitz this move out, which is crazy. Not to mention, this opens the king entirely, but yeah. Took the free queen, and he rage quit. So we take those. Let's take a little peek at the analysis board. Yeah, he looked too. He already looked at it. Oh, it was pretty ugly on my part. Pretty ugly. Let's look at these 2 blunders. Bishop f6 was best. Well, my plan was bishop f6, so let's turn the engine on. Knight takes. Now bishop f6 can be met by bishop d2. Oh, the counterattack. I didn't even think about that. So when you go here, he can't take because you get tempo on the queen and you threaten. So that's a no-go. So when you go here, this doesn't work because your knight's there. And your bishop protects this. So yeah, that was a major miss. Okay, what other blunder did I have? Queen e5 check was better. Because after queen e5, f4, you can protect the pawn. That's the whole what the computer's all about. So me giving up the pawn, him taking though is a mistake. G5 computer wants, or an immediate d4. Yeah, just breaking up this pawn chain. Yeah, that was the way to go. But I was starting to get into time trouble here. So all in all, it's pretty standard looking game for a blindfold game. We take those. I'm gonna get out of here. Till next time. Cheers.